Hi, my name's Preston Heyman. I'm a drummer and a percussionist from London, England. I'm here in the heart of New York City outside the Highline Ballroom where I'm playing tonight with Zohar, which is a fantastic band fronted by Aaron Baron Cohen, who has just done the music for the Borat movie. And this band is a Middle Eastern influenced trip-hop band, and we're playing here tonight. I've been playing drums, I suppose, since about 1971. Done a lot of studio work, worked a lot with Kate Bush, Paul McCartney, Tina Turner, Massive Attack, Sting, Tintin Out, Terence, Trent, played on all his hits. Lots of different dance music and world music, any kind of music really, even some disco thrown in there. I've been playing Evans Head since about 1971. I grew up, I went to stage school actually. I trained as an actor and I got a bit bored with it, so I was playing drums all the time at the same time. My school band had a guitarist who was in another band with Phil Collins, and pretty soon Phil Collins joined our band as well, and we used to play with two drummers, which is how he got the idea for the two-drummer thing with Genesis. And we used to have a great time playing all the same fills and working out really great complex fills that we could both play around the toms, the two of us. And Phil asked me to join Brand X as a percussionist after that, and that was a great honor. And sometimes we'd have two kits in Brand X as well, and we'd both be doing the same thing that we started out doing as kids, so that was a lot of fun. My snare heads are an EC snare with a reverse dot and a hazy 300 underneath, and I find it gives a massive attack and a nice crack to it, but it's still got a full body, which I really need because I use a piccolo snare, and it sounds fantastic. Got EMAD on my bass drum and an EMAD resonant on the front. The EMAD is definitely the best bass drum head that you could possibly have on any bass drum. I've even got some bass drums at home that I was considering just junking because they didn't sound good at all, and I stuck an EMAD on them and they sound like £1 million now, or dollars, whichever your currency is. And really, my advice to anybody looking for a bass drum head, if you just can't make your bass drum sound good, is put an EMAD on the batter head and an EMAD resonant on the front, and it will solve the problem straight away. You will have no problems at all. The EC2 are great on the toms as well. They quieten down any nasty rings you've got, and you still a very bright sound, lots of attack, and I tune my toms quite high, but it's nice to, you still need the depth, and they've got both, so I'm very, very happy with them. My toms are tuned in fifths, and I tune the bottom head just slightly higher than the top head. My bottom heads are G1 clears, and the tops, as I said, are EC2s. I have experimented with lots of different heads, but I've settled on those, and they're fantastic. And actually, here in New York, I'm using a hire kit, which came from SIR Hire Company, and it actually arrived with some rival heads on it, and it actually sounded awful. And I've changed the heads, and again, it sounds like $1 million. I'm really... So, buy some Evans heads now. I'm also a percussionist. I play LP congas, Generation 3, and bongos. They all came with calf heads, and since I changed them to the Evans heads, I find they have much more top, especially on the bongos. The high bongo, it never sounded right with the calf head. It always was very dull, no crack on it at all. As soon as I put the Evans heads on them, suddenly it's so bright and cracky, it's amazing. So if you got any bongos or congas and you can't get the right tone out of them, stick some Evans heads on them, because it really will bring them up to speed. They sound fantastic. I've also got some very nice brass shell timbales, and I changed the heads on those to the J1 etched, and they're absolutely incredible. They really I mean, they're so loud and bright. They sound absolutely fantastic. I'm very, very happy with them as well. Whatever style of music you play, get yourself a set of Evans heads, because your kit will never sound better, really. Don't mess around with any other heads, it's a waste of time.